what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I am so glad you're here. If you're new here, I just want to say that this video is unlike any of my videos. If you want to see what most of my videos are normally like, I would suggest you go check out my cooking tutorials or any other videos. Just go to my page and search out. This video is going to be a bit different. My subscribers and my viewers are much like family, and I share our life with you guys. And so I just want to take a minute and say this video is going to have some really sad points in it, and there's going to be some fun and some laughter, and we're just going to make the best of every situation. But as I ended out my last video, I shared we had a family situation, and actually I was going to take today off. I was not going to film today. I was not going to upload today. I was just going to send a post out saying, I'll see you guys Friday. I'm not videoing today. But I just feel the need to go ahead and share. And yes, I know I don't have to share private issues. I know that. But you guys have been so kind, your prayers, your thoughts, and I'm so thankful. So here's what happened. We're going to just start out with the sad and get it out there. Sunday, let's see, New Year's Eve, after our Chinese meal and everything, Caroline got on her phone. She had had some lab work done. She got on her phone. She said, Mom, my numbers aren't doubling like they should. And for those of you who don't know, my daughter is pregnant, and her numbers were not doubling like they should be early on in her pregnancy. So that was a little red flag of alarm. And yeah, but I see God's goodness there too, and we'll talk about that in a minute. New Year's Day went as expected. It went fine. We had nachos. We had our meal of nachos. New Year's Day was totally uneventful, and I was awoken at 6 o'clock in the morning on January 2nd to my phone ringing. When I answered, Caroline was screaming. And as you probably can already tell, on January 2nd, Caroline miscarried her child. And we are absolutely devastated. And not only am I devastated that a loss of a grandchild, but my mama's heart breaks seeing my daughter hurt. They had been trying for over a year to get pregnant. And I see God's hand in that too, that now she knows it is possible for her to get pregnant again. And we are so thankful. And I know that some of you may be saying, that's why you don't tell of your pregnancy early on. That's why you don't tell people you're pregnant. And my response to that is I have no regrets of her telling and me telling and everybody telling that she was pregnant. I have absolutely no regrets, because those same people who rejoiced with us are now there to support her and to lift her up and to pray for her and to comfort her. And also my response to that is we are a family who are going to shout God's goodness when He gives, and we're going to shout God's goodness when He takes away. And even though we have questions, we don't understand, I can't comfort her as one who's been there, because I never walked through it, or if I did walk through it, I didn't know it. And so I just wanted to let that out there so you guys know. You can pray for her. You can lift her up. And Jamie's hurting. Her, not only is she emotionally grieving, but her body is hurting. Her body, the hormone levels are doing crazy things. So today, this morning, I'm going to be going with Bryant to the doctor. He has some spots on his bald head that he needs to get checked out by a dermatologist. So we're going there. Then I'm going to meet Caroline at her OB office. We spent January 2nd in the emergency room, all day in the emergency room, only to have us leave with, yes, they never would come out and say you're miscarrying, but they directed us to you're miscarrying. And that was torture. That I understand legalities and they have to be careful with what they can say and so forth. But oh my goodness, that is torture. So if you are in the medical field, find some way that you can get around that and just come out and lay it on the line in the emergency room, because that leaves just a glimmer of hope, even though it's not there. So, I mean, that has been torture. So we are actually going to the OB today just to hear the fact that we already know. But my prayer is, before we get there, that her body will have completely taken care of it. That is her concern. She doesn't want to have any medical intervention. I mean, of course she will if she needs to, like the DNC. But her prayer is that her body has already taken care of everything that needs to be taken care of. And just thank you guys so much for your prayers. And so, like I said, this video is going to have some sad stuff in it. We're going to laugh at Bryant's bald head, and we're going to see if he needs to wear a toboggan or a hat more often, and which we know he does. But because he does get sunburnt up there real easy. And so, my heart breaks for my daughter. I watched her sit in the emergency room bed, and she played a song. The name of it is Same God. And it starts out, I'm calling on the God of Jacob, calling on the God of Moses. You are that same God. And to watch your daughter still in the midst of heartbreak cling to the Lord, I have never been more proud and honored to be somebody's mother as I am now. And so even in the midst of her heartbreak, she is clinging to the Lord. And so with that being said, we are going to the doctor today to just hear the words that we already know. I mean, her body, she has bled and hemorrhaged quite a bit. And so we will be going there at 1. I'm also going to be doing a quick grocery haul for Isaac's birthday meal. And as you see what I get for his birthday meal, see if you can guess what we're making for his birthday meal. He told me to surprise him. And so that's what I'm doing. He said, Mama, is it something you cook all the time or something you never cook? I said, it's something I never cook or rarely cook. So, so just see if you can guess by the grocery haul what we're going to have. So I'm sorry this video is getting out on a bum note, because most of my videos are very lighthearted and happy, and the rest of this one will be as well, except for when we go to the doctor with Caroline. I'm sure there'll be some, we'll come out and tell you guys what was said. And so anyway, what I was saying, seeing God's goodness, is she had been trying for over a year. We now know she can get pregnant, and praise God. And also, when I said her numbers, we saw that her numbers, it was like, because she looked to see that her number and saw that her numbers weren't, it was like it already prepared our hearts that something wasn't quite right with the pregnancy. And we don't know if it attached we just don't know where it attached, if it attached correctly. We don't know what was wrong, but we just know something was wrong with the pregnancy. and she could not carry it to full term. And we believe that life begins at conception. And we also believe that that child is being held in the arms of Jesus. And we also believe that one day when we get to heaven, we'll get to see this precious baby. And so that is how we believe. We believe in comfort. We believe in peace. And we believe that God's sovereignty, He's got everything in control, that He has a plan that is far greater than anything we can imagine. And we will soon, one day, we will know why. And we just trust in that. And so please pray for Caroline and Jamie. Their hearts are broken. She had actually already ordered some maternity clothes. I think Jamie got those canceled. So anyway, just pray for them. There's going to be lots of difficult days ahead. But we know there's going to be bright days ahead as well. So, all right, guys, that's it. I'll see you at whatever we do next, probably going to Bryant's doctor's appointment. Where are we going? Or where did we just leave from?
The doctor.
There's a red spot on your head.
Yeah, they really took that freezing stuff and froze me up.
Okay, we're leaving the dermatologist, and she did say that the spots were very suspicious. Not necessarily for cancer, but more for pre-cancer cells. So she froze several spots off, and she found other spots she wanted to look at other than what oh yeah, you have to go out the other way. Other than what they had found. So she found some more she wanted to freeze off, and one is actually on his nose, so he's going to have a little red Rudolph nose for a while.
Guess what she said when she looked at my back?
What did she say when she looked at your back?
Oh, that I had really nice skin.
She did. She said, you've got really nice skin.
Yeah. And you know what I told him?
What'd you tell him?
That it was because I used olive oil body wash.
He sure did. That's exactly what he told him. Although he don't use olive oil.
I was just picking
But his grandma did.
That's right.
His grandma believed in that olive oil stuff.
Swore by that.
Yes, she did. All right, guys, we're headed home. I'm going to take him home so he can get back to work. I'm going to come get groceries for Caroline. Oh, I got to get my seatbelt on. Come and get groceries for Isaac's birthday. And then I have to meet Caroline at the doctor. So just come with us. See if you can guess what we're making for Isaac's birthday by what I get at the grocery store. We're stopping at one of our favorite little places for lunch, a quick little lunch. So how many of you guys dip your fries in malt vinegar? I love it here and at Five Guys.
Okay, this morning Daniel and I, when we were doing our chicken check and checking the chickens, we noticed this cow and baby calf back here. Look at their little brand new heifer calf right there. Ain't she cute? All right, we'll check in with y'all later on. Life on the farm.
Well, guys, here I am at the doctor's office to meet Caroline. My hope and prayer was the first time I came here with her again. I came with both kids, but my hope and prayer this time was that it would be to see the baby on the screen for the first time. And reality, we're here today just to confirm what we already know. Our prayer is that her body is taking care of it by itself, and I'm not going to film anything because this is Caroline has put it out there. I never was going to say anything until she posted it. If you follow her on her social media, she has shared it. And so I'm going to, but I'm not going to take you in there with us. She's grieving, she's hurting. I'm just letting you guys know because I know you love us. I know you love her. And we covet and need your prayers like never before. and especially Caroline, and especially Jamie. So I'm just waiting for her to arrive. She has gone back to work. She actually went back to work yesterday just to get her, so her mind would stay occupied. And it's been hard because her body is hurting, and it's always in her mind, even at work. But work has been a good distraction, and she went to church last night. So like I said, she clings to the Lord, and there is hope after a miscarriage, but there is grief in the process. So I will just be there as her moral support and her mother, and her friend, and someone whom she inspires greatly. My daughter is a huge influence in my life, and I hope I am in hers. So I'll let you guys know what takes place when we come out, and then we'll head to the grocery store to get the groceries for Isaac's birthday. So I told you this video is going to have ups and downs. And so I'll get back with you guys as soon as we get out into the car, and I'll let you know what the doctor said. Well, everyone, I just pulled up at home. The groceries are in the back of the car. We'll get those out in just a minute, but I wanted to tell you how Caroline's appointment went. When she arrived, she was an absolute wreck. She was crying. She had actually looked in her calendar and found her first OB appointment scheduled, and she said, "Mom, I had to mark it off my calendar." And she was just a wreck. She was squalling when she got there. They took her straight back, did the ultrasound, put her directly in a room, and he immediately came in, and he wanted her there first thing after lunch so he could see her first thing. He was so kind. It was an amazing doctor, and he just told her point blank that her body had miscarried this baby, that she had miscarried, but it was not her fault. It was nothing she had done or didn't do. It was it was just one of those things, and he explained scientifically how things happen, and when things don't go wrong, the body notices it. And that's how we are wonderfully and fearfully made, that God has made our bodies to recognize when something is wrong. Just like when we have an infection and our white blood cells go to fighting it. That's our body. That's the way God made us. It just amazes me sometimes. But anyway, once he told her and once she knew, I saw her countenance. It changed from a despair, a sadness, a confused, to a determined look. Like, okay, so will this happen again? And how long before I can start trying again? And she left a different person than when she got there, and it was just because someone told her point blank what was happening, and there was no limbo. There was no, this is what happened. Her body has pretty much shed everything it needs to shed. However, there may be some more active bleeding that she has to endure, but she does not need to have a DNC, which was what she was fearing. And so she even said herself, she says, at first I was embarrassed that I had told people, and she says, but now these people are my support system. And so there was no shame in us telling people early, and we'll probably tell people early again when she gets pregnant again, because you guys are our support system. And like I said, we are going to shout God's goodness when he gives, and we're going to shout God's goodness when he takes away. He is still good on the mountaintop, and he's still good in the valley. And I am just amazed at how he walked us through this situation. He gave us little hints along the way that something wasn't quite right. So it was kind of almost preparing us and preparing her although it could never truly prepare you for the situation. But yeah, so anyway, he told her, he says, you go home and you look at those two little boys and know you can carry a child and you can carry a pregnancy. And I did not realize this, but he said the statistic is 1 in 4 pregnancies end in a miscarriage. So there's so many things to be thankful for through this situation. Yes, she has questions. Yes, she is sad. Yes, she is grieving. Yes, she's going to have moments of despair and is having moments of despair, but we can see God's hand through it all. And I just appreciate you guys so much for your prayers, your support. Thank you for lifting her up. Thank you for lifting us up. I take my heart right now has been grieved watching her, because a mama does not want to see their child hurt. And when she was, y'all have no idea. It was just like, I could not stand seeing her hurt like she was. So, especially a child who just loves the Lord and serves him so fiercely. And, it just absolutely broke this mama's heart, but I am so proud of her. So very proud. Okay. So now we're going in. I'm going to get out the groceries and see if you can guess what we're having for Isaac's birthday meal based on my groceries. Now, keep in mind that some of the groceries are just normal things I needed and really have nothing to do with what we're having. We're having 1, 2, 3, 4. Including a salad and a dessert, there's 4 courses to this meal, or 4, not courses, but 4 items to this meal. So one's a salad and one's a dessert. And so then you got to figure out the other 2. So just tell me, and you don't even have to tell me the actual thing that we're having. Just guess. See if you can guess what type of food we're having. So, all right, I will see you guys inside once I get all the groceries in. So my house is tore all to pieces because I'm getting up Christmas decorations. You can see I've got all my tubs in here and it's just torn all to pieces. So I'm going to try to just show you the island, but if you see a mess around it, just forgive me and overlook. So let's start on this end. I'm just going to show you the things that are just general things I picked up, not for the meal, but just because I wanted to have them. And that's this broccoli, some sweet relish with the no sugar added. I needed some salt. Picked up a couple more berries, blueberries, strawberries, some milk, and of course the diet drinks. Now, moving on to the meal. I'll tell you the salad. I'm just going to make a salad so the meal will have a lighter side to it. So, I've got some lettuce, and I'm going to mix the romaine in with this spring mix. And we're going to put mandarin oranges on it. I am going to put some of the blueberries on it. Okay, so that's basic salad. I have some green onions here. I have multicolored peppers. I have onions, but onions will be used in this recipe. Okay, so I'm going to need bread flour for this meal. So once you figure out maybe what I'm making for the meal, maybe you can figure out what I would need the bread flour for. But anyway, for the meal, we have the multicolored peppers. We have some okra. We have rice. We have andouille sausage. We have some chicken broth. We have red beans. And I have some in the cabinet too, so I think I'll have to use 2 cans. This will probably give it away, but anyway, garlic. I needed that for something. I can't remember. Some shrimp, some chicken, some tomato sauce, crushed tomatoes, and oil for frying. Can you figure it out? Do you know what this meal is going to be? Yeah, what theme of meal is it going to be? All right, so I will see you guys in
I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm not sure. It won't be Isaac's party tomorrow. It'll be something in between. So I've got to get to work putting these groceries up and finish getting the Christmas taken down and get my house put back together before tomorrow, because I got to cook all day tomorrow. So, all right, we will see you guys next time. Again, thank you so much for your prayers. Continue to keep Caroline and Jamie lifted up to the Lord in your prayers, because we know it is Jesus that carries them. And so yeah, please lift them up. Thank you guys for all your support, for all your kind words. I love you guys more than you will ever know. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.